We're going to start with our easier problems. We're going to look at number 1. And so you're just trying to get x by itself. So in order to get x by itself, 3 and x are being multiplied together. So we do the inverse, which is to divide. And x, all you're left with is x on this side. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And that sign stays in the same. If you don't remember, I kind of think of these as Pac-Man. Pac-Man chasing the little dots. He wants more dots, not less. So he's chasing more. So x is greater than 2. When you are graphing, remember, if they don't have this equal to sign, which is right here, you're going to have an open circle. If they have the equal to sign, so the line underneath, you're going to have a closed circle. So for this first one, we're going to start off by numbering our line, put 0 anywhere, and continue on with that. So we number our line. We're going to plot 2 first, and it gets an open circle because it's not equal to. And it says x is greater than, remember I want more. So we're going to graph towards more numbers, and this is our line. When we look at number 2, 4 and m are being multiplied. We do the inverse operation, which means to divide. So we divide by 4, and you get 5 is greater than or equal to m. So we're going to plot this point. So we're going to do a closed circle at 5. And I just did it by 2s to make it easier. So closed circle at 5, and m is now less than. The alligator or Pac-Man is eating 5, so 5 is bigger. M is smaller, so we want smaller values. Okay. Number 3. Again, -3 and x are being multiplied, so we do the inverse operation, which means to divide. So x, 12 divided by -3 is -4. And this is one thing to take note of, and they talk about it here at the bottom on your notes right here. When you divide by a negative, your inequality sign flips. So instead of x being less than, x is now going to be greater than. This is only when you divide by a negative. So divide by a negative, flip inequality. So when we plot this, we plot it at -4, and it's an open circle. It doesn't have the equal to sign. And x is greater than. All right, we're going to do a little bit more challenging problem. Let's go down to number 9. First thing to do is simplify. So we're going to simplify this side of our inequality first. So we're going to distribute this m. So we're left with 8 is greater than or equal to 3m. 3 times -4 is -12 minus 5m. Remember, this 3 needs to go to both things. So to Marius, make sure you remember to distribute that correctly. Now, simplify that same side. So we want to simplify what's happening over here. So 3m minus 5m gives us a -2m. And this -12 and the 8 stay the same. Now solve. If it helps, draw a line so you remember to move everything where it goes. So what's like 8 on the other side? -12. So the inverse is to add it to both sides. 8 plus 12 is 20. And last step is to divide because these are being multiplied. Inverse is to divide by -2. And you get -10. And remember, we divided by a negative, so this sign is now being flipped the other direction. So to graph this, we're going to plot the point -10, which is down here. And m is greater than, so we're going to go this way. Remember, it's a closed circle because we have that equal to sign. So Brittany, that's all it is. Solving equations with one little additional step. Okay, last thing we're going to do is what if they give us the inequality or the graph and then they want us to write the inequality. So don't freak out on me, Claire. I promise it's not hard. I will show you. Where's that point? So, well, obviously we know we're going to use x. Where is this point? So it's at +3. I don't need an equal sign because it's open. So then now I just need to figure out, is x greater than or less than? So since I'm going towards more values, x is going to be bigger. So the Pac-Man is going to eat the x versus the 3. For number 12, I have x, and then what's my point? -4. Then I look, it's a closed circle, so I have an equal to sign. And is it going towards smaller or bigger numbers? Smaller, so x is smaller than -4. So that wasn't too bad, Kenneth, was it? All right, so that's all it is for graphing inequalities. Next time we're doing solving, or that was solving, now we're going to go into graphing.